Thank you very much. Hello, and welcome to a show from home. We have a great episode for you tonight. I might even watch it myself. Secretary of the Treasury Steve Mnuchin has gotten into a Twitter war with Guns N' Roses lead singer Axl Rose. And nope, that's not the punchline. That's real. This guy, head of the U.S. economy, dealing with massive joblessness, incredible federal deficits, keeper of the nation's coin purse, has taken time out of his day to reply to a Tourette's-like outburst from Axl. And it's not even the badass, kind of hot Axl from the 90s. No, it's this Axl, and this Axl, and this one. Recently, many Wendy's customers have been asking,
"Where's the beef?"
Seems many stores have been running out of hamburger patties due to supply issues. Wait, it's really meat? I can't believe. I never thought. Huh. Two Utah kids, aged 12 and 9, were alerted to a would-be burglar in their garage thanks to a motion-activated camera. The children are seen in this video, apparently chasing off the alleged criminal by screaming loudly. Turns out, the screaming was actually in response to the release of that new video game, Animal Crossing. And that joke made sense for at least 3 of you. Celebrities recording videos from home has become commonplace. While it serves them to keep a connection with their fan base, it has also provided an interesting, if somewhat narrow view into their personal lives. Some have been rather candid in revealing their homes, others have been more careful. One star, perhaps unwittingly, has revealed his personal library is Stephen Colbert. Among his books include the recounting of the assassination of Osama bin Laden, The Quest, which reveals how energy drives politics and the economy, and apparently his own book, I Am America and So Can You. I wonder if he can guess the ending. Stick around, we've got more show. I'll be interviewing Sarah, we have a special musical performance by Basalt Temple, and voting from home. Get comfy.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
You ate it, Ralph.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
No, Ralph, I ate it.
I can't believe I ate that whole thing.
Take 2 Alka-Seltzer.
Alka-Seltzer neutralizes all the acid your stomach has churned out. For your upset stomach and headache, take Alka-Seltzer and feel better fast.
Did you drink your Alka-Seltzer?
The whole thing.
Welcome back. Now more than ever, voting by mail has become an important topic. I've been voting by mail for more than 20 years, and I thought this would be a good time to introduce you to the process. Let's take a look in our segment called A Vote from Home. Voting by mail is super convenient. Let me show you how it works. Approximately 2 weeks before the deadline, all voters receive a voter's pamphlet, as well as your ballot. The pamphlet has lots of information about the candidates and the measures to help voters make informed choices. Each candidate lists their occupation, education, government experience, and what they stand for. Let's look first at education. This Secretary of State candidate lists Harvard, Cornell, and the University of Oregon. In comparison, these 2 U.S. Senator rivals have different approaches. One got his education from the School of Mom, while the other nearly finished his degree. Experience varies considerably. Bernie Sanders has been in Congress for over 30 years. This Secretary of State candidate lists campground host as prior government experience, and this candidate for president lists none. There's probably no better demonstration of government by the people than the occupation category. Citizens from all walks of life have thrown their hats into the ring, from avid bowler to fitness and crook to ice cream scooper, proving that anyone can get elected to office as long as they have an attitude that says, yeah, I can do that. And candidates aren't afraid to ask tough questions of prospective voters, hard-hitting questions such as, did you know? Why? And do you wear sandals? Occasionally, a candidate isn't perfectly clear about the meaning and intent of their words, and when they are careless, it can lead to confusion. You can judge for yourself. This county commissioner candidate adopted 9 high-risk children of color when it wasn't popular, and apparently she made it popular. U.S. Senate candidate Paul admits, "My race alone will not secure all we want." U.S. Representative candidate Travis perhaps should have reconsidered his metaphor when he wrote, "It's time for new blood from a new source, the common people." Finally, nothing encapsulates a candidate's position like their summary statement. This can really tie the varied ends of the platform together. I think it says a lot about a candidate. For example, Sam will be our voice. Katie listens, and Travis is a career commoner. But the most convincing slogan for me this election is, "Vote for Robert and see what happens." I can guess what will happen. Now that we've researched our candidates, it's time to fill in our ballot. Let me show you how. In most races, one candidate really stands out. But it's not always so straightforward. Now that the ballot is filled out, it's just sign, seal, and deliver. It's that easy. And whether you vote in line or online, by mail or by box, please remember to vote. There you go, folks. The more you know.
I'd sure like another Stroh's. Oh, wait. Alex? 2 cold Stroh's. Where do you see this? Just open the refrigerator. Just open one bottle. Just open the other. Now he's pouring yours. Now he's pouring mine. Alex, you better be drinking your water.
From one beer lover to another Stroh's.
Well, we're at the interview desk. Some of you astute viewers may notice that our digs are a little different. We've moved up in the world. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I get to introduce to you a woman whose weirdness is merely a side effect of being awesome. Ladies and gentlemen, Sarah, give it up.
That was actually spot on, I have to say.
Thank you so much for agreeing to sit down with me today and chat a little bit. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you.
I think before we get too far into this, we should maybe share with the audience our backstory and how we know each other. Sarah and I worked together for a long time. What, 8 years?
Almost, yeah.
Wow. And so just out of curiosity, how early during that time was it that was the first time that I fired you?
Probably it had to be in the first week, I'm sure. Maybe the first day, but you probably didn't tell me directly.
And so approximately how often after that did I fire you?
At least twice a day. At least.
And I think that says a lot about me in that I have absolutely no authority to fire you during that time. So that speaks well of you that you would come back every day for 8 years only to be fired again.
Well, it was a fun place to be, and that was because of you.
It really was. It really was a fun place, and it's rare to go to work and know that there's a coworker that has your back and will make you laugh and just make the day a little bit better. And you know, it really is a pleasure that I was able to be that person for you.
Well, I'm so honored.
Like prior to working with me, did you have any other weird jobs?
So many. I was a telemarketer.
What were you selling?
Oh, AT&T, American Heart Association, so many things. It just depended. That was the worst job ever.
Really? So were customers kind of nasty to you?
Oh, yeah. They're mean. Everybody was mean. It was like you just knew that the phone was ringing and they were going to answer the phone and be horrible and tell you that you were interrupting their dinner and hang up on you and shout at you or something. It was awful.
Well, you must have called my house a few times then.
Probably.
So what kind of things have you been doing to occupy your time?
Started watching the British Sherlock. I think that you were talking about that before.
Huge fan.
I am really enjoying that. It's really funny because if I want to put that on, everybody like leaves the room. So.
Really? Wow. I've been checking out some podcasts. I discovered the Conan O'Brien podcast. I hadn't really ever watched his TV show, but his podcast is very entertaining. I've been really enjoying that. In fact, today I was listening to one with Ted Danson, and Ted said something that I thought was kind of honest and brave. He said something that I think a lot of us are experiencing and thinking about, but no one's really had the courage to say it. But basically, during this whole COVID thing, there seems to be just this massive increase in just rancid, frequent flatulence. Have you been experiencing that too?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've not been experiencing that?
No. Now, it depends on who you talk to. Are you talking to my family? Because they might not agree. But
okay, good, because I was concerned that it was just me and Ted that were dealing with this, but it sounds like there are some others out there. You're accepted, of course. I found a couple of things here that I thought might be fun to share here. Found this. This is a little disturbing, but you might enjoy this. This is actually a little video.
That's right. I forgot we did that.
This is the scariest thing I've ever seen. And I have one more thing to share, which I think it really kind of captures our dynamic together. I don't want to say too much about it. I'm just going to show part of it, and then we can dissect it. Okay. Are you sitting down? Are you bracing yourself?
I'm sitting.
This is going to be a bumpy ride. This was an early production.
I was backstage at a festival in Germany, talking to a cute fair-skinned brunette. I asked her if she wanted to have a beer and if she liked our set. It was Sarah, or maybe it was Tegan. I'm pretty sure that it was Sarah, because Johnny Sampson said she was a cooler one. That's when I creeped out Sarah, or maybe I just missed her. Sarah said she preferred me after Sean. And had they ever seen the movie that was on HBO? And if these walls could talk, after that I thought so many things I don't remember. But I got a sinking feeling. I think I creeped out Sarah.
So I think that says a lot.
Oh, that's awesome.
I think a lot for a lot of those you didn't know I was filming you, and and then for a lot of it you did, but you tolerated it anyway. And I appreciate you tolerating my shenanigans.
Well, you tolerated me, so it was the least I could do.
I love the giant eye rolls, just constantly exasperated. But who is this idiot, and why will he not leave me alone?
I did have that down pretty well, I think.
Well, you had a lot of practice.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
Well, I have certainly enjoyed sitting down and having a little chat with you today. I hope that you did as well. Great seeing you. You look super. It looks like you're happy and you're content, and I hope you and all your family as well.
Well, thank you. And it was great to see you and catch up, and hopefully we can do it in person again soon. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. You watching at home, stick around. We have more to come. We'll be right back.
Good morning, class. Cocology. The study of good taste. In fact, the taste that stands the test.
Yes.
The test where new Coke takes on Pepsi, i.e.
That's as in?
The new Coke Pop Quiz. Cokeologist dismissed. All others pay attention.
When Coke did take on Pepsi in nationwide tests, more people chose Coke over Pepsi. Prove it to yourself. You'll see why more people are choosing the taste of Coke. Catch the wave. Coke.
Tonight, it is a special treat, nay, an honor, to bring you via satellite, all the way from Spokane, Washington, performing their original song, Dreamscape, ladies and gentlemen, Basalt Temple.
Drifting to another space. No surprise, I know my place. Shadows move to vibrant hues. Can't a girl just take a Buildings rise before my eyes. Bridges arch through the sky. Stand in line and catch the ride. Curiously, I want to hide. Recall where I should have been. Who are these familiar men? Cracking, morphing, singing beats. Why is this my constant dream? Jump and skip from rock to rock. Keep the key and toss the lock. River opens up from me. Plunging to depths I can't On the edge I see the sun. All my cells become blood. Pulsing, throbbing, dripping light. Emerge again from the night.
Back to you, Brian.
Well, that's another show in the bag. Hope you aren't fully in the bag at this point. Thank you to Sarah and Basalt Temple for being a part of the program. Good night.